So hi guys. Recently I just wanted to buy a car on a second market, and I saw this guy and he said to me like, this car has 8,000 kilometers. It drove 8,000 kilometers. And I said like, no, wait, like 8,000? I don't believe you. And he's like, okay, well, if you don't believe me, then if you don't have trust in me, instead of that, trust the blockchain. And he said there's a service you can buy where you can retrieve data from the blockchain, which is embedded in an NFT. So this NFT, how does it work? What is the vision behind it? So behind the NFT, we wanted to create a decentralized data registry which grants access for various interest groups to their car parts data. And it has basically two main issues which we wanted to tackle. One issue is the trust issue, which I told you about now in my example. The second issue is accessibility. There are several interest groups which want to retrieve data, specific data. So how can we achieve that? We wanted to find a solution. So basically when the manufacturer produces the car part, for instance, an engine, it will create an NFT, and each NFT has an individual serial number of the engine. And this NFT will be updated later. The data will be updated by car service station. Which data? The kilometers the car was driving will be updated regularly by the service station. So this is important information, and it will be information which will be up to date and can be accessed by different groups. And what groups could be interested? Me as an end user, the authorities would have also interest in some parts of data, maybe not the kilometers. Or the insurance company, if he sees, if the insurance company sees the data, based on that, they can have different insurance costs. They can provide individual insurance costs for individual customers. So now I hand over to Fuad, and he will tell you about the market which this idea is operating in.
All right, thank you. As my colleague just said, we have different audiences in the market. So we have insurances, we have authorities. It can be manufacturers or end users. And why is this important? Because like he said before, if you as an end user want to buy a new car, you're interested just basically in the data if everything is right. So if the car says it has 10,000 kilometers, you want to know if it is right. So for insurance, maybe it is more important the use case. For example, if you have a contract with them and you pay for 10,000 kilometers, they want to know if you're really just driving 10,000 kilometers. And this is an automated solution, which is definitely better than the static solutions today. And the manufacturer, for example, he want to know more about supply chain resilience. He want to know more about his parts after he delivers maybe engines or total vehicles. Yes, these are the main groups we identified for our use case. And there's a second question which is very critical. So why actually NEO? why is Neo important for this? So what we actually want to achieve is a smart economy. So we want to track all this data we have in real time using IoT in future projects. This solution needs to be flexible, and it needs to be scalable. And Neo is a platform that offers an infrastructure to do both. So I'm giving to my colleague Juan to explain you further things.
Thank you very much. Yes, now I would like to explain how is our proof of concept, our prototype. If we go now deeper in the technology, is basically as we have used it in the backend. We have used the Node.js RESTful APIs, standard APIs, on to serve the web application. We are serving as well right now locally, but we can use in the future some Nginx server or whatever kind of server container. The front end we have developed is passed in the Angular 5 technology. This is only a screenshot, but I would like now to show the real prototype. Okay, let's start now the history. So we have a login page, for sure, for all the end user has to log it in our application. Let's suppose that we are a customer, as of for example a BMW customer. Let's say we are Tania Andrew, for example, at bmv.de. Okay. Now we are in the applications. Basically, in this today, we have only achieved two scenarios. So the first scenario is when the car is created, and we have to enter the data, to create our NFT in the smart contract. For this, we have the manufacturer view here. Okay, because I am BMW, I select I'm BMW. I will put here the address. The neo address in for the owner, as he is buying now the application. Let's do simple. Here, for example, i3 class, engine serial number, whatever. Mileage now is 0 because it's the actual on the production is, for example, in Munich. Now let's submit it. Exactly. So right now we are now creating our NFT in the smart contract. Let's see now how could we retrieve this data. For example, I need the serial number. In this moment we are calling as well the RESTful API. Now we have now the status of the BMV3 on the kilometers done. Exactly. The idea behind of this is to provide some web responsive design application, to be launched in every desktop size, desktop or even mobile applications. Exactly, that is our prototype. Again, so technology is front end, and the front end Angular 5. The server is in Node.js. Exactly, we have used it as well. The JavaScript Neo library to connect to the smart contract. I think yes, we have now completed all the steps that we want to present. Yeah, thank you very much to the audience. Yes.